Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new here. I am Danielle. I am the mom to 2 little boys. I am also a registered nurse and I enjoy cleaning and enjoy sharing that with you guys as motivation both for you and for myself. Today's video we are going pretty hard. Most of it is actually going to be outside. You can see we're starting with our driveway. So after a good Canadian winter, our driveway was pretty dirty. It was covered in gravel and sand and dirt, leaves, like just all sorts of junk. So it was time to get it all cleaned up. And later in the video, I'm also doing a thorough deep clean of our main vehicle. Neither of us, my husband or I, had cleaned the vehicle at all winter long, and it was disgusting. You will see. It was pretty bad. And then I finished it off by restoring 2 Adirondack chairs that I had for the kids. I consider that cleaning because they were sort of worn out and they weren't looking so great, and so I cleaned them up, refreshed them, painted them, got them looking like new, and now they're going to look nice around our fire pit. So that's what today's video has in store for you. If you like what you see and you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would do that. You can also check out all my other videos. I do aim to post about every 2 weeks. So let's get into it. So the driveway is done. It looks fantastic. And now we have to move to what sits in the driveway, which is the vehicle. And yeah, you can see there's so much dog hair, so many crumbs, so much, again, more like sand and gravel and stuff from over the winter. There's dirty masks, like cloth masks that need to be washed, receipts, papers, and then the back is atrocious. Look at all of the dry food. I remember we had a bag of those veggie straws, and the kids accidentally ripped them open too, like, ferociously, and a bunch fell out. And that was months ago. And they are still all over the floor. There's stains in Oliver's car seat. There's toys everywhere. Cooper, our dog, his hair is everywhere. It's just a lot. Something here on Finn's side spilled, and then crumbs just adhered to the spill as it dried. The carpet is gross. Clearly the mat didn't cover everything. So yeah, I definitely had my work cut out for me. I think this took about 4 to 5 hours to fully clean the inside, and that was even with a little bit of help from Andrew. And my back was so dead by the time I finished this, but I was so happy to have it done. And I even said to Andrew at one point, I don't even want to drive this or get in this car now because it's so clean and I never want to do this again. So I started by pulling out all of the toys, all of the big garbage and empty containers, basically anything that could come out of the car to give me kind of a clean slate to work with. Not a clean slate though, but you get what I mean. There was a lot of toys kind of down between seats and under seats as well, so not even just what you see me pulling out here. And then just random things that were like receipts, like you're seeing here, some old masks, just a bunch of stuff that it collected. And you know, it's like once there's a mess, it's a lot easier to collect more mess versus when something's really clean and you leave maybe one thing sitting out, it's really noticeable and you want to clean it up. In this car, it was just like, it was just a free-for-all. So I'm starting just using some Armor All window wipes, just doing the insides of all the doors, as well as the windshield and the rear view mirror. And then I wanted to pull out all of the mats so that we could wash them separately and get them all clean outside of the car. So I did vacuum up. You can see like how much stuff was on the floor in the back seat. It's pretty crazy. And then I thought, like, why am I even trying to vacuum out this mat if I'm just going to take it out? So I just dumped it on the grass, and I'm sure the squirrels had a heyday with all those crumbs. So yeah, so vacuuming out, and then I'll kind of explain different steps that maybe look a little odd as we go. We have seat protectors down in the backs, and this was under the seat protector. So Crumbs had actually made it under the car seat, under the seat protector, onto the actual seat. So now I am going around to each door and just wiping them down again with some more Armor All wipes. So going into like the cup holders in the door and where the handle is and just around the buttons and stuff and just doing a quick clean. And then what I'm doing is I'm actually spraying some soapy water onto the speakers. So when we open our doors, like even us, not even just the kids, like we kick the doors like when you're going to get on your door, or sometimes even just where you put your foot. And so dirt and stuff over the winter has gotten on the speakers, and it doesn't come off with just a wipe. So I sprayed this and then used a toothbrush and eventually moved to a bigger brush. And then I'm just using our duster, like our air blaster, to dry it out and clean it off really quickly. And you can see it did a really great job. It got all the dirt off the speaker and it looks a lot better. And then all the, excess spray of water that you can see on the door, I just went back and wiped that up after. And it worked really well. And, I've cleaned my car lots of times, but I've never actually taken the time to do the speakers. So this was really nice to get done and see them look like fresh and black again. This is probably the messiest part of the car. And multiple times when I would be dropping Finn off at school, because that's the side he sits on, because that's where he gets out for class, and there's always someone from the school at the like kiss and ride drop off area to help the kids out of the cars. And every time they would open the door and help Finn out, I'd be like, oh my god, I wonder what they think of me, because it's so filthy. It's so gross. And I actually wondered that after this was clean, because we did this on a Sunday, the next day when I took Finn to school, I wondered if, I know they wouldn't say anything, but I wondered if they opened the door and thought like, oh wow, it's so clean. So yeah, this had been bugging me for a long time, and I was actually a little worried that it wasn't going to come off very well, and it did, and it looks so much better now. I don't remember how long ago, but we had stopped to get coffees at one time, at least weeks, if not months ago. And I forget if it was while putting the coffees in or while pulling them out. Something happened and ended up spilling a bunch of coffee all on this console and actually in the cup holders. And then kind of like that area near Finn's door, it was just like the coffee, as it dried and got sticky, it just, first of all, it got all clumpy, but it just attracted all of these crumbs and just stuck to them, and it was really gross. So that was another satisfying part of the car to get clean. I didn't film all of this because it was basically the same in all parts of the car, but this is that kind of carpet cleaner thing that you've probably seen me use in other videos inside the house, like on my couch and my rugs and stuff. And so I brought it out, and I actually went around and sprayed all the seats and all the carpets first to let the detergent kind of soak in and let that OxiClean really start working on the stains. And then I just went around the whole car and just scrubbed all the stains and brushed like all the carpets, all the seats. I did Oliver's car seat, Finn's booster seat. I can actually just pull the cover off and throw it in the wash. So I went ahead and did that. But it was just, again, that step that I wouldn't normally take when I'm cleaning out my vehicle. But because it was so dirty, I felt I needed to. And I was really pleased with how much of the staining it got out. And then we're moving on to the mats. So we actually sprayed these earlier on, kind of in between doing some cleaning inside the car to let the product sit and do the work. And you'll see some close-ups later of what a great job this did. So then at the very end, my husband put some sort of coating onto the mats that would help to repel like the moisture and the water, you know, like your boots would be wet or whatever when you stand on the mats. And he had never actually used it on car mats before, but thought he would try it out, and it seemed to work really well. And even now it seems to be holding up really well. So you can see he did a little test here and the water just beaded right off, which was really cool. Yeah, so we were really pleased with that. And then of course the pièce de résistance is my lovely cup holder. It's so much cleaner again, no more gross coffee stains on it. When I get coffee now, or even if I bring a drink in the car, I'm so careful when I put it in because I don't want it to get dirty again. So the day we did this, it was absolutely gorgeous out. We were outside pretty much the whole day. You can see Oliver in the trunk there. So we enlisted the kids to wash the outside of the vehicle. We thought, why not? We just got the whole inside done, and they love it. I mean, getting to use the hose and use these big scrub brushes is right up their alley. So they got the whole outside of the car clean. So really, I mean, top to bottom, full detailing. Even Oliver got in on the action, and this little scrub brush is basically the same size as he is. Finn used the pump sprayer to get the soap on there, and then poor little Ollie was so excited to get to use the hose. You'll see right here, he wants to use this and gets himself in the face, but he took it like a champ and just went right back to washing the car. So yeah, I think they had fun with this. So this is the last part of the video here. So these are two little Muskoka chairs that we've had for years actually, and they're really weathered and worn down. They actually were painted. It looks like maybe a green or a blue at one point, but it's basically worn off. We got them secondhand from somebody. I don't even remember. We got them before we even had kids. So I sanded them down. I started with a 60 grit, I think, and I went all the way up to a 600, I believe. So they were really nice and smooth. And then I went ahead and did a coat of primer on pretty much the whole chair. I don't think I did the very bottoms of the chairs, but I did pretty much everything else, just to kind of, again, try and protect these and give them as much life as possible. And then I went ahead and painted them a really nice green. It's actually the green that we're going to be painting our house, hopefully in about a month's time, just over a month now. We're hoping to paint the outside of our house. And so we had gotten a sample container of the color, and I had a bunch of it left over and thought, you know what, it would be cute if these two chairs matched the rest of the house. And of course, if you're going to do a project like painting something outside when the kids are out with you, then you are definitely going to have helpers. But they actually did do a really good job. They got bored after a little while, and I had to finish that chair for them, but that's fine. They got to be involved, and they listened to instructions well, and you can see Oliver's very interested there. But yeah, so I went ahead. I think I did 2 coats of the green on each of the chairs, just to make the color really pop. And again, I just want to make sure that wood is nice and protected so we can keep using these for a long time. And I was really pleased with the outcome, and it was actually really nice to have the kids be able to help with this little restoration project. So that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching, especially if you made it to the end. I hope that car did not gross you out too much. If you liked this video, again, I would love it if you would subscribe. You can check out some of my other videos. I am hoping to get another video again in 2 weeks. This will be going up just after Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to everybody out there who celebrates. It was beautiful here. It was gorgeous weather, and I had a lovely, lovely day with my boys, and I hope the same went for all of you. Have a great day. I hope you enjoy whatever it is you have to do today, and I'll see you in the next one.